Paddy Holleran.
This is a song about Paddy Holleran from Carrickeel, Clonbar, County Galway. There was an ambush in Tourmakeady in 1921 in May. And straight after the ambush, a second cousin of my father's and of Paddy Holleran's was shot dead in Tourmakeady. His name was Mick O'Brien. So after the ambush, all male humans all around the shores of Lough Mask were all rounded up, the big roundup they used to call it. They were rounded up and marched along the various roads into Ballinrobe, where they were questioned. And the significance of Ballinrobe was there was a train station there and a huge barracks. And if you were found guilty of something, you'd be sent off on the train to Galway jail or Dublin or whatever. So they were marching along the road anyway, and Paddy Holleran was marching along. And for whatever reason I cannot figure out, maybe the word got out that his cousin had died in Tourmakeady, or maybe he was involved himself, I do not know. But he was pulled out of the ranks and he was beaten to a pulp, and he was thrown on the side of the road and left for dead. And they marched on to Ballinrobe. And he was there on the side of the road, and some women picked him up and they brought him home to his mother. And she doctored him up, and after it took him about 2 months to revive. My father said that he was so sore and so black and blue from beating that they couldn't touch him in the bed. And when they wanted to turn him in the bed, two men used to have to stand on the sides of the bed and lift the sheet and gently roll him on the sheet. And when he got out anyway, he packed his bags, or packed his grip, as my mother used to say. And then he looked up at the local mountain, which is Ben Shléibhe, and he says, there'll be white blackbirds on Ben Shléibhe before I come back here again. And he headed for America, and he arrived in Ellis Island in July 1921. He was 18 years of age, and he was never seen in Clonbar after that. Here's the song called Blackbirds on Ben Shléibhe. After Tourmakeady's ambush 100 years ago, British forces rounded up all the men of South Mayo. They swept the hills around Clonbar and marched them in the rain. They bed them with their rifle butts to Ballinrobe and the train. Paddy Holleran marched along the road, a young man from Carrickeel. He was pulled out of the ranks on the roadside, made to kneel. Someone must have spread the word, his cousin died on the Partry Hill. And for the black and tans, revenge was sweet, a savage lust to kill. Oh, they bit him till he could not stand, and they left him there for dead. All his body black and blue, and blood streaming from his head. Some kindly women took him up and carried him to Carrickeel, and his mother nursed him back to health with prayers and nerves of steel. At last the day came when when he could walk, his heart was filled with hope. 2 weeks later he could walk, and downstairs he did grow. Every day improving now, but Ireland he could not stand. He packed his bags and bade farewell to this God-forsaken land. White blackbirds, they will scream and fly up on Ben Shléibhe's side. Lough Mask will erupt in flames, and mountains will subside. Before that I return again to see those hills of green, he sailed away to America.